This is Flossie. Flossie's one of my favourite Brightside residents. She came here when she was about 2 weeks old. She was an orphan lamb that someone found on the side of the road, and they rang the farmer, and the farmer told them to hit her on the head with a hammer, which obviously they weren't going to do, so they brought her to Brightside, and she's every student's best friend. Hey, Juan. I had a primary school boy say to me once, as Flossie stared into his face, "Flossie's perfect, all she needs is breath mints." So she will put up with being cuddled and squeezed for hours. She'd take it all day, wouldn't you, Flossie? I grew up in a family full of farmers. My family farmed in the Midlands of Tasmania since 1823. And I worked on farms and saw a lot of really terrible cruelty that was really just accepted. It was an everyday part of life. And I thought that was terrible, and so I sort of started my own farm and thought if I was going to eat meat, I should eat the meat animals that were on my farm, and I couldn't eat any of them. So that was when I guess I started to think about the way we treated animals. I became vegetarian, and so I thought, well, if I found her a farm sanctuary and do school talks, and then students will meet the animals that they would normally just only ever see on their plate. So that's how it all came about. And since then we've rehomed, I guess, thousands of animals and offered a permanent home to hundreds and hundreds of animals at Brightside who I see as ambassadors for their kind. So, you know, I can tell Flossie's story and she can show people how awesome sheep are, and that there's no difference between a sheep and a dog if you treat a sheep as well as you treat a dog. And that's the thing that most people, you know, they only think of Flossie as a chop or as a lamb roast, and Flossie's no one's chop or lamb roast. Henry is my school pig, so he's got the recall of a dog. He's more intelligent than a dog. He sits when he's asked, and we rescued him from a factory farm. So his mother was in a farrowing crate, and he was really sick. He would have died. He was really emaciated and very, very sick.